due to drowning, and now the Central Bureau of Investigation would be probing this particular matter. In fact, the Chief Vigilance Commissioner has also been asked to, nominate a senior officer to oversee this particular investigation of that would be carried out by the CBI. Not only that, the court has very, very categorically stated to the CBI that any officer found to be involved should be taken to task. No mercy per se has to be done, and all the officers needs to be questioned, is what in fact the court has gone on to say. Though the order is still being pronounced, but very clearly, strict directions to the CBI that a proper probe needs to be carried out. Because if you remember, when the hearing was taking place today, it was a clear question from the court as to why the building plan was not taken up from the MCD, why the files of the MCD were not being checked with regards to this particular building, and why no MCD official has been asked to has been interrogated by the Delhi police. And these were the strict questions that had come in. And finally now, the court has transferred this investigation to, in fact, the Central Bureau of Investigation, that too in the oversight of the CVC.
Right, so it's not just a CBI investigation, but CVC is also going to be overlooking this entire investigation. There has to be a solution. It has to reach its logical conclusion is really the intent with which the court has come out with this order. Anvit also joining us, getting us more details. Anvit, some scathing observations were made against the Delhi police as well as the MCD. The court went on to talk about how the city has been pretty much taken for a ride.
Yeah, see, and separately, if we could highlight what comments were made on MCD and on the police. While talking to the MCD, the court said that first of all, it asked them whether the desilting was done in the area or not, because the MCD has earlier told that by later June, the desilting in that area was completed. Another thing that the court asked, that they said that they keep passing orders, but nothing happens on ground. There's no respect for law in your department, is what the court told MCD. And then they went on to say that there is an administrative collapse, financial collapse, and no correction of physical infrastructure has been done. We think it's time to relook at things, how MCD functions and how the Delhi government functions. So they have taken it on to Delhi government, and they have questioned that they even need to look into the functioning of Delhi government as well as the functioning of the MCD. In fact, for the last 6 months, no cabinet meeting has been held. When the cabinet meetings happens, no one knows. So these are the comments from the court to the MCD. And while because Deputy Commissioner of Police Central Zone was also present there in the court, because that is the under his jurisdiction is the Rajender Nagar area where this incident took place, the tragedy where in the coaching center. So court also heavily came down on the Delhi police, and they have said that whether the IU has collected the map regarding the strong water drains in the area. It went on to ask that has the police issued notice to MCD, or any of the MCD officers have been questioned so far. Right. In fact, it also went on to say that an innocent person was arrested, and if the culprits are left out, it will be a very sad day. In fact, this was referring to the person who was arrested, whose SUV we saw in videos that went viral on social media, that the SUV waded through the water, and police said that it was one of the contributing factors that the basement got flooded and the students drowned to death. So on that also the court has commented, and they have also gone on to say that this brotherly treatment could be fatal, and this means that because they have said that you have not questioned anyone from the MCD so far, you have not interrogated any of the officials, you have not arrested anyone from the MCD. Those who have been arrested, it includes the owner of the coaching center, the coordinator, and the owner of the floors of the coaching center's building. So they said that this brotherly treatment is not good, and it could be fatal in nature. And keeping all these things in mind, eventually the case has been handed over now to CBI.
Right, the case has been handed over to the CBI, and it's a wrap on the knuckles both for the MCD, which is governed by the Delhi government, which is the Aam Aadmi Party, and also the Delhi police, which reports to the central government with the BJP at the centre. So the BJP can't really take high moral ground as they have been doing on this entire issue. The investigation and what happened after the incident has also come under the radar, Anvit, isn't it?
It certainly has, and see, very sarcastically, the court has also gone on to say that mercifully you haven't challaned the water, just like you caught that driver. So very strong words from the court, not just on the investigation done by police, but also on the MCD. Where when it was monsoon, what were the pre-monsoon measures? We also previously questioned MCD's officials that what were the pre-monsoon measures taken, and they had given a list of documents that we did desilting, we took all the precautionary measures, but only after this incident took place, the tragedy unfolded, we saw that in Rajender Nagar, MCD teams had reached there, desilting was done in front of us, and all the drains that had been encroached by these coaching centers, the action against the pavements of coaching centers, shops and market areas that had covered the drains was only taken after this tragedy had taken place and 3 lives were already lost.
Right, Anvit, do stay on with us. Udit Raj of the Congress now joining us. So thank you so much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. The Delhi High Court there now transferring this case to the CBI, showing no faith in the Delhi Police's investigation.
See, that is not the solution. Even CBI can hush up the matter. So what happened in case of Vyapam, other cases also, in case of NEET also, what CBI has done. So it's not the question. Question is that why all throughout works are not being carried by engineers, officers, as far as cleaning the drainage, then encroachment. Who are the officers involved when an encroachment happens? Then they get the bribe and they don't take action. And this case is being amplified for the reason that because of the losses, human losses. Otherwise, in Minto Raid, in other places also, it's over-flooded and Delhi sewer system is not functional. So what is the solution? Solution is to punish the officers and punish the councillors who are responsible for that. But it's a widespread, it's not only at one place, that is Rajender Nagar. It's a thing because of the loss of life. That's one. But what has happened is that to find the solution. That is more important. But what the solution is?
Solution is extremely important. That's also the intent really of the High Court, which is why we've seen the kind of scathing order that has come to the fore. Udit Raj, do stay on with us. Harish Khurana of the BJP also joining us on the broadcast. So thank you so much for speaking with us here on CNN News 18. Not only has the investigation been transferred to the CBI, but the court has come down heavily on the conduct of the Delhi police and how it has investigated this whole case.
See, BJP welcomes the decision of Honorable High Court that they have to transfer the case to CBI and CBI will now inquire about that. We welcome that. In fact, our BJP team is now going to CBI also to give the decision regarding the CBI inquiry on the whatever the silting corruption has happened. We are going out to CBI also that. Now, if now Honorable Court has directed CBI, that we welcome that. But there's a serious lapse on the agencies, whether it might be a High Court, MCD or maybe a PWD or any. No one should be spared. BJP stand is absolutely clear that nobody should be spared, whoever the culprit is. We saw that these people, 3 people have died, but we should know what the reason is. The main reason is that Aam Aadmi Party is not the desilting of the drainage, what they have done. And MCD unauthorized construction. So these two has to be in the content of CBI inquiry also.
Sir, one question before I let you go though. You say the Aam Aadmi Party should respond to why desilting was not done. But there's also a question of illegal encroachments. The MCD is with the Aam Aadmi Party just for the last 1 year. These encroachments haven't come up in the last 1 year. All of these illegal basements that have been working or functioning have been doing so for years together when the BJP was running the MCD.
See, corruption is at all levels. Whether it's 10 years before, whether it's 5 years or it's 2 years, no one has stopped. My only take is whoever
Thank you for watching CNBC TV 18. For all the latest news and updates, do follow us on our social media platforms.